Hey everybody, I'm John with the Island of Bees. Today we're going to play Westbound. Dutch Dongler is a savage dual dragon. He's a known thief with the furtive ability, able to get through any door and hide wherever he needs to. He also has a nickname, Double Dutch.
They don't call me that because I like to jump rope.
They call him that because of his fracture ability, which allows him to split into multiple people, not only allowing him to coordinate in battle with two bodies, but also being able to cause disruption and confusion among his enemies. Vork is a half-orc witch possessed by various demons, specifically a host that's inside of her stomach.
It's a boy.
His stomach. Her abilities include her gut magic. His abilities include gut magic, as well as various sorcery from being a witch. So go ahead and start with your foundation. Prepare for your day. You gonna draw for mana?
All right.
Drawing for mana is risky.
Wow.
There you go.
There we go. And you can take a rest and shuffle half that in your deck. Okay. So we begin in you guys' hideout, known as the Labyrinth. Dutch and Vorik, you have your painter assistant, known as a Grook, there to assist you. Over top your old mantelpiece, you guys can see the map, including not only the train and all of its compartments, but also... No, go ahead. You can see the train, all of its compartments, but you can also see the map of the area, especially the turn in the road, which is going to cause the train to slow down immensely. So, Grook looks at both of you with his half-ogre stature looking at you. So, do we know the plan?
Well, I'm pretty solid on the plan, but I'm not sure he gets it. So why don't you explain it to us so we know you got it?
Grook and Dutch kind of look at you questioningly.
Well, all right then.
Fast forward to about a week later, when you guys are actually there. You guys can hear the train off in the distance. You're on the large hill overseeing the whole valley. You can see the train and the curve coming up, and you're both on your horses. What do you guys do?
Okay. All right. Remember, when the train hits that point, we got to go for it and get on the back.
All right.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Where's the train now?
The train is it's about 10 minutes behind schedule. You guys were worried that somebody had tipped it off and you guys were going to be ambushed. But luckily, no such thing. The train was just late. As you guys arrive, you do see that the train is coming, and it's 10 minutes behind, but you guys will be able to get there.
All right. All right. It's go time.
Onwards.
You ride off in the distance, leading the way, and you follow after her. You guys get yourselves parallel with the train, and as you're slowly going by, you're seeing car after car of people. Looks like a saloon cart. You see a kitchen with a very chubby cook inside there. Then it just goes to these three completely blank, windowless carts. And as you get to the back, you're able to see that there is looks like a person is actually already sitting there, but it looks like he's asleep. You guys can give me checks to see if you can jump on.
Let's do this.
Cool. Both of you managed to jump off on your horses. However, the man is sleeping. Can you give me checks to be quiet, if you please? Okay, at 10 and a 9, both of you managed to jump on there without a hitch. It's a little bit crowded, but you guys do manage. You can see your horses now slowly fading off into the distance. You're now alone with the sleeping man and a door which leads to one of the three windowless carts. What do you guys do?
Is he sitting on a chair?
He's sleeping on a chair, yes. He's
Okay.
sleeping on a chair and he's resting against the ledge.
Okay. So on 3, we both grab a side of the chair and we heave him.
Alright.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Give me a check with advantage. A vigor check. You're giving him advantage.
It's a waste of 2 kings.
All right, you get a pair of kings at 20, and you easily just grab him and throw off your. As you look at the distance, you can see him just collapsing and rolling off.
We needed those kings.
You guys can now see that there's the door in front of you, completely windowless, completely black. Now the guard is gone. What do you guys do?
I'm going to take a listen at the door.
Cool.
An 11.
Excellent. You actually hear music. It sounds like a harmonica. Yeah.
Well, there can't be more than one guy in there, because who's going to listen to a harmonica? I say we barge in.
Alright.
Fantastic. You're barging in?
Drawing.
Cool. You guys draw in order to get that advantage on them. Setting up your foundation. Okay. So you have an 8 and 7 on Dutch, and we have a 3 and a 2 on Vork. As you guys burst in, you see one man does appear to be playing the harmonica. Definitely a soldier. He's got or not a soldier, a mercenary, covered in black. He appears to have some armor under his suit. You can tell that because of how it seems to puff up around certain places. The other one doesn't appear to have armor. Appears to be probably more like a low-class mercenary. But the high-class mercenary is the one playing the harmonica. The other one does seem to be not enjoying it, like you mentioned. They both get completely surprised when you enter in, laying down the foundation, or the base foundation. But because it's surprised, you guys get to go right ahead. So what do you do?
I'm going to take down the music box over there. The 10.
Beautiful. You take out your magic sword. Sort of glows at bright blue. So you go over and you give him a slice. He falls down, no issue. You cut that harmonica short. How about you over there?
I rush in. Chomp, chomp.
As you rush over, your abdomen separates. Your armor itself seems to open like a book. And as this begins to happen, your ally immediately looks away, taking his hat in front of his face, as the demon host that is inside you comes out in a writhing maw, slashes onto him and latches him into yourself, and you begin to just bite and claw until he is nothing more but just a pile of meat on the floor.
Oh, I wanted to eat him as well, actually.
Okay, considering you did kill him, you just you can hear these 9 squishing sounds as just burp.
We're just going to have a seat over here.
That doesn't matter, but sure.
No.
My goodness.
Oh yeah, your gut magic is now replenished. Your stomach gives out a loud burp, and you just kind of pat your oversized belly now.
Love it.
You guys can now see the next door, which you guys know should belong to the vault.
That took her a few minutes, right? I'm just going to catch my breath here.
Sure. So he's taking a short rest while you're consuming the thing.
Breather.
He's taking
It is a rest that is short.
He's taking a breather while you're eating with the monster, but eating doesn't constitute that much effort, so you can take a breather too.
Okay.
Good. Okay. Of course, you sitting in there, you're looking around this area while you're shuffling. You can notice that there's definitely some. This complete cart is as blank on the inside as it is on the outside. Definitely a guard post. You see no evidence of this place supposed to be lived in past a few hours. Definitely not a few days. The next door, just as blank as this one was, and you can see no discernible lock on the door, so you should be fine just to bust it down.
Okay.
So what do you guys do?
Busting it down?
Sure. No,
Okay.
Actually, could I try the gut vision?
Sure.
Yeah.
As you take that food, or that person you just ate a moment ago, now transfer all that caloric energy into magical energy. Your nose begins to widen, and you can smell the whole area around you. Magically smell. This is a normal smell. And you, as you kind of sense into the next cart, you can sense 3, seems like human guards as far as you can tell. You can't tell much beyond that. Although you can tell that they do have some food in their pockets. It seems like some various mix of meats and cheeses.
Oh.
Well,
Dibs. Okay, you just got to eat. I'm getting my appetite back.
Okay, so you have that next cart. What do you guys do?
Arjun,
Russian.
where the bird gets rich.
You guys kick down the door. You see immediately 3 people standing there. Boom. Completely surprised. You see one was already eating some of the food.
Go after him first.
Excellent. What do you do?
Okay.
You go if you.
Oh, chomp chomp.
Cool.
Yeah, so that guy who's eating.
I'll hit
Go
a
ahead.
guy who's not eating.
Cool. You rush up to a guy. You take out your writhing maw as it collapses around someone else with a 9. You tell this guy had armor on, but not enough to stop you as you go directly for the face. The sucker-like tongue just planting onto him, bring it down for a major bite. He goes down immediately, not dead, but severely wounded.
Yeah, I'm gonna slap that guy before he can eat any more of that food.
Cool. You can see him going for that second bite, and as he does, you just sink with a solid slash. You remove his arm in one hit. He falls down screaming in pain, and of course, just the hand lands with the, looks like a piece of beef jerky still there. The final guy screams out in horror, now no longer surprised. That being said,
Despair.
disappear?
Despair. Does that count for?
Oh yeah. You have the despair ability, which means that they would discard one of the cards. In this case, is going to be the randomly. So you go ahead and choose. And it was a 3. Okay. So now this man gets up. He begins screaming his head off, and you can hear people in the next cart begin maneuvering. He's going to take out, put a 5 down for his foundation for protect himself. And he's going to take out a pistol, and he's going to go immediately for you with a pair of aces.
I'm small.
Right. So as he takes out that pistol, pointing it at you, he shoots and you just duck, making yourself so small that he just completely goes over your head. You hear the bullet go off on the surrounding area, and you are able to dodge all the damage. Next turn, go ahead.
We're gonna come back at him with a pair of 6s.
Beautiful. With a pair of 6s, he's not wearing armor, so he does get taken down as you slash at him with your blade. Goes down. You can hear people coming in from the next room, but they're not in here yet. Meanwhile, as you're actually looking around, you see that there's a large, seems like magically infused vault. It looks like a large, a lockbox. About the size
Right where
of you.
Grook said it would be.
Exactly. So what do you do?
Are they about to come in?
They're about to come in, but she's got a turn. She wants to use it.
That's right.
You know, the other guys can wait. I want to see what's inside that vault.
No. Okay, listen.
Beautiful. So we're just going to go back to 1 week earlier when you guys were planning the vault, the heist. Go ahead.
Okay, so once again, what do we do with the vault?
Open it.
No!
Back to 1 week in the future. You can see you have the vault in front of you. You just immediately go for the handle and give it up, and you're immediately sent back in a shock. You are dealt 3 random C damage. It's going to be a high queen. Do you have...
I will cheat death.
Beautiful. So as it shoots off, you are launched back, knocked into the back of the wall, hair frizzy and up, just seemingly okay.
The worst teammates.
Shocking.
Well done. They enter in now. They see you guys, not surprised at all. They're going to lay down a ante in order to be able to attack before you guys do. Putting you at 2. They're going to defend themselves. The first 2, I'm just going to put these 2 up here. These are the ones that charge in. This one seems to stay back. So those 2 are going to get a 4, a 3, a 4 over there. And they're going to attack you, bringing out again those snub-nosed pistols, able to get right up into your face. They're attacking you with a king and you with a queen. Beautiful. So you managed to duck out of the way, but now you're completely exposed and off balance. You got a little bit more left in your foundation. Go ahead, it's your guys' turn.
Alright.
Okay. Add a bit to your foundation over there.
So this guy, what's he wearing?
He is definitely wearing armor. You can see it appears to be a ton of steel. He's definitely slow as he comes in, but it looks like a lot of steel on him.
Okay. Well, what about his friend there?
His friend there appears to be the newbie. He does have some leather armor on, but not much besides that.
Perfect. Using my keen weapon.
Oh,
Nice.
beautiful. So you take out your blade and you go for a stab. You go right for the leather. As it stabs, it just flows through like butter, stabbing right into him. His eyes cross as he falls to the ground dead.
So the guy in the back, how much armor is he wearing?
He's probably about 20, 25 feet away from you, but he's not wearing any armor at all.
Cool, so I can chomp him.
You'd have to get past this guy.
Can I try to get past him?
Sure. Something he had was I guess he wouldn't have the quick shot ability, doesn't make sense. So give me a check to try to push past him. It's going to be a contest. Okay, yeah. So with your king versus his jack, you manage to knock past him as your stomach rises out in that mouth, that maw, that filled with teeth, charges at him. What's your speed?
30.
30 feet, beautiful. So you barely get there as you jump up. Just what do you attack with?
My stomach mouth?
No, what do you attack? What's the card?
I had a 5 for it.
Okay, cool. So as you jump up, you don't even bother to go for the attack. You just jump up above him as high as you can, and like an extra-dimensional portal, you just see him disappear into your stomach. There's no blood. There's just
Does that feel my...
Immediately fills up your gut magic. Yes. As you get up, you just hear that. Meanwhile, back to their turn. You just killed this man's friend. Their hand is now reduced because you guys, also because of despair. So the hand is reduced again. You can. Aha. Okay. So what's happening? This guy's not dead as well. Thank you. That's not going to help me. It's going to come at you with a. Yeah, it doesn't have much. It's going to come at you with the jack. Besides that, he doesn't have much he can do left with his hand, so he's going to color there. Go ahead, it's your guys' turn. What are you doing over there? With your big mouth. This guy, again, armored to the teeth. Idea, plan. So as you rush up, you just go completely defensive, just ready to take whatever he comes at you. Just ready to dodge. However, with that, you have no offense, so you're just kind of there.
I'm ready for anything!
Sticking and moving. What do you got over there?
Oh, ante up.
Sure.
And I'll hide behind him.
You're on the other side of him.
Right. I'll run back towards him and hide right behind him.
You have to give me a check to see if you can push past him.
I'm just gonna stay where I am and hunker down.
Okay. You hunker down. He is going to attack you with a 6. Nice. And he's going to ante up even further. You guys are up.
Okay, so I'm gonna run up at him, screaming, attack him with 3 aces.
So you attack him with 3 aces. He has full armor on, like I mentioned, so even with your keen ability, you're not able to pierce his armor. As he does have some defense, he's kind of backs off as you slice at his stomach 3 times, each time shink, shink, shink. No particular effect. How about you over there?
Ooh.
Oh. I like that
Exactly
reaction.
what I wanted. Chomp, chomp.
Nice. What was that? Pair jacks?
3.
There's 3 jacks. Beautiful. So as you come up, you immediately chomp him 3 times. Just chomp, 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 and you take him completely down.
Nice.
Okay.
I feel like you're still not grasping the plan here.
So he is now completely. He's completely. He's completely gone. You tore him apart. So we go back to 1 week earlier, and of course you see Grook there. Remember, we have to leave that one alive, and then run away.
Can you remember that?
Yes.
Back to 1 week further. You again.
You just had to do it, didn't you?
It was delicious.
You ate, what, 3 guys already? You're still hungry? You had to...
Now the plan's messed up. You guys are gonna have to figure out what you guys do.
Okay. Okay. I got a plan.
Meanwhile, we're gonna skip ahead to see from a different point of view, if you guys don't mind. This is going to be going to the ogre outlaw and the elf spell slinger. At the front of the cart, in the private chamber, the halfling Vandalay, the owner of Vandalay Fortune, sits in a bath, admiring his absorbent wealth, as he has about 3 carts, all private to himself.
Absorbent?
Anyways, so as you can see ahead of you, that you guys can see him, and you can see each other, which is of course the elf spell slinger and the ogre outlaw. You actually hear some gunshots on the back of the train. You know you have some important magical artifacts being held in a vault back there, which is what concerns you. Vandalay doesn't seem too concerned, but he rarely does, and always to his detriment. He kind of looks to you and just waves it off. Well, we'll be fine. There's 9 men back there. What's gonna happen? I'm sure they just misfired.
Do the shots keep going?
You do hear another shot.
Gruber, I think we should check this out. Maybe we go check it out, Mr. Vandalay.
Do what you will. Just leave me. And he kind of sits back into his bath. His bubbles coming out. You look away in horror. Any response to him?
Alright, Bumbles, let's go.
Okay, Bumbles and Gruber. You make your way back. As you make your way, you go through some of the passenger carts. You go back and you lock the door as you do. As you're going through, you actually go to the saloon cart, which of course you can see various sorts of, looks like poor people. That's what you would call them.
I wouldn't call them people.
Exactly, yeah. As you're going through, a drunk seems to just stumble onto you. Looks like a halfling.
I'm gonna give him the old goblin punch.
Cool.
Just kicking the nuts.
Beautiful. So as he falls onto you, you just give him a kick, and he just falls to the ground, just collapses onto
How
himself.
unsanitary.
Feel free to go back and take a bath if you want.
You guys move on past into the passenger cart until eventually you get to the blank guard stations. As you open it up, you see it's a bloodbath in there. You can see that there are parts of certain people. There are only parts left. Looks like you see a leg. Another place you just see the left side of a head. As you move through to the vault area, you definitely hear some noises from further within.
I don't know what the hell happened here, but I think we should be on our guard. Let's proceed with caution.
Okay, both you guys drop?
Yeah. Should I put my old stuff aside?
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
put yours aside. You guys throw that stuff away if you want.
Sure.
Yeah. Cool. You guys both draw. As you move on to the back, you have both 4, right? Yeah, both 4. As you go back there, you manage to see that there is definitely someone seems to be fiddling with the arcane vault that you put in the back. He doesn't seem to notice you as you approach.
Okay. I'm gonna line myself up with a shot.
Cool. You get back there and you take out one of your 4 guns. You take out and you point them towards him. Do you fire or do you say something first?
He's definitely messing with the vault.
He definitely is messing with the vault.
Okay. So the grim state of this cart, I'm just opening fire.
Cool. You just start blasting immediately. Give me attack.
Okay. 3 kills.
So immediately you just blast off, and suddenly you see him just fall to the ground, incredibly wounded, now writhing. You see that whatever this halfling was, he's no energy left.
All right. I see if there's anyone else here. You do something for
Alright.
once.
I'll look around.
Cool. You look around and you have some extra magical senses. You can actually sense in different planes of existence even. So why don't you give me a Arcanics check. Beautiful. With that, Queen, you start sensing around, and you feel that no one else are in these rooms. That you're completely alone in this cart, the next cart, and the cart after that. As I assume you would approach the
Yeah, kick over the body and get a look at him.
you kick it over, and as you're looking, you notice that there's actually no blood, it seems, around, although the body does seem to be writhing. Every time some blood seems to spurt out, it seems to crystallize and then disappear. As you kick it over, you see him kind of give a smile as he looks up at you.
Groover?
Yes.
What the hell is this?
It looks like just a standard halfling, as far as you can tell.
I'm gonna make a schooling check to make some sense of this nonsense.
You've never seen anything like this. But as this is happening, you begin to hear some noises from behind you, closer towards the, away from the caboose, essentially. And you see what appears to be a orc, and then a half orc, and the exact same halfling standing there. They give you a wink and a nod, and you see them shink, pull out the thing connecting the 2 trains together, and just and you guys are now slowly being separated away.
Okay. I'm running to the power portal I can get, and I'm just shooting.
Beautiful. You charge for it, and you just blast off as much as you can. These weapons weren't meant for that much range, so immediately you're just doing nothing but missing. Back to 1 week earlier, and both of you back to being Dutch and Vorik. You can see Grook there explaining, so the vault really doesn't mean anything. We don't need the vault.
You got that?
I'll be sure to remember, yeah.
We're afters up here, and you can see him pointing all the way over to the, almost to the front of the train, towards the, what appears to be marked private. You guys are now in what appears to be the kitchen cart. Yeah. Again, now back to being your regular selves. You begin making your way. Is there any fashion you begin to make your way over there?
I'm gonna grab a bottle of cooking wine. Just gonna spill some on me and just bust my way into the passenger car, which is right in front of the kitchen.
I'll note you still already have a lot of alcohol on you from when you pickpocketed the ogre before, when you pretended to be a drunk and you fell on him.
Oh, this is after that.
Yes.
Okay. Now I get it.
So you have now the keys to the private room as you make your way off to the end. You put more alcohol on yourself, making yourself seem like a drunk. What do you do?
Is there food?
Is there food? You still have. You ate a person recently, so you have your gut magic.
Hungry.
You see that there is an entire. It's not a fridge; it's an ice box. You can open up and you see just a chunk of ice on the top and the bottom, and then just stacks of what appears to be fresh produce, some red meat, chicken, all of it raw and
Okay,
organic.
an observer's check to smell this as soon as she opens it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm rushing back there. I'm getting at it first. This is real food.
Okay, so both of you start immediately just grabbing for the food and consuming it. Both of you fill up your gut magic, and you already have your gut magic and you can't get it twice. After about 5 minutes, so you guys can redo your things, you can take a breather, but you guys completely refill your gut magic, and now you're rested and ready to go. During this 5 minutes, I'm just going to do a quick check to see if anyone stumbles in on you. Cool. So as you guys are having this feast and this gorge, you sit down, each of you, you just kind of let out these belches of relief.
Unbuckling my pants.
Unbuckling, exactly, as you see what appears to be someone come in back first as they're carrying a cart, dragging behind them. Immediately, they're just saying, so the guy in the saloon car, I definitely think he's half orc, not half ogre. And he's got that skin to him. He's still not looking at you as he's backing off. Do you guys do anything before he sees you?
Chomp chomp.
So immediately you rush up to. If you want, you can try to stop him.
Too full.
Stop him.
Beautiful. So this woman comes up. She turns around briefly. What do you do? With the king of spades, you immediately just consume them solidly. As you look off in the distance, now the cart no longer in the way, you can see that there is about 15 passengers off now, all looking at you, just completely shocked at that display of you attacking someone with your mouth that was in your stomach and then sucking them into yourself. You just hear screams and panic start ensuing wildly.
Okay. Alright, everybody, this is a stick-up.
So you jump past the cart, yell, stick up, brandishing.
Just holding my hand.
Your belt buckle undone. So one hand on your pants. What weapon are you holding in the other hand?
I was gonna do my sword. I don't even have a gun.
So can you give me a coercion check to make them all calm down?
Yes, I can.
I'm just going to do a chaos check. Okay. They're not too chaotic, it seems. So you can see immediately after that display, plus you with the you were using a gun, you said?
Just sword.
The sword, yeah. She's holding a magic glowing sword in her hand, yelling for everyone to calm down. You guys, what do you do now?
I'm gonna buckle myself.
What do you do? Do you start consuming people wildly?
What use are these people anyways?
Okay, I think that we don't have time. That's the biggest issue here. We gotta keep this train rolling. Not the train we're in, but the plan we are executing right now. So let's shove on forward 3 more cars.
Okay. You guys push on into the saloon car. You see a bunch of people all staring at you as you're going through. You covered in blood. You brandishing your sword, still buckling your belt as you're going through. All confused at the screams they just heard. Do you think you pass through?
No.
Just silent as you're awkwardly moving through. You get through the next car. Again, this one didn't hear all the ruckus in the back, so they seem to be all relatively calm. You now looking at these people, now you're starting to get even more hungry. It seems like you're developing a cannibalistic taste for not only people, but children particularly. As you push through and you kind of lick your lips looking at a particularly ripe small child, you manage to make your way to the...
Hey man, I look like a kid.
a serious problem. You look as she looks down at you and just licks her.
I got a mustache. No.
You make it to a room marked private, no entry, and you can see it's clearly locked.
What do we do? I'm gonna try and pick the lock.
Sure. Cool. So you get down, and you manage to pop it open, and inside you see lavish luxury. You see that there's paintings on the wall. You can see that there's chandeliers in the sky. The entire cart actually seems to be even wider than the other carts, as if it was made to give more room to the people on the inside. In the far distance, you can see that there's a halfling appear to be in a bath. Lots of bubbles everywhere. He seems to be just coming up as he spits water out. He kind of just looks at you, shocked and surprised at you covered in blood and you with your sword and pants.
They're buckled by now.
I'm aware.
They are nice pants.
No, go ahead. What do you guys do?
Okay.
Hello there.
Hello. Guys? You see him start looking around for his
I
guard.
close the door.
I walk up to him.
He immediately jumps out of the bath and he kind of now uses it. You see his little naked butt as he's now using the bath as what appears to be a sort of
Cover?
Cover, yes, thank you. You approach, now looking down at him with his 3-foot stature. What do you do?
What to do with this?
How have you not lost your appetite after that? I'm getting the painting.
Excellent. So you look onto the wall and you see this choice painting. It appears to be a portrait of a dragon, particularly a red dragon, which seems to have a mash of golden scales in the back. We skip back to a week earlier, where you can see Grook actually painting this exact portrait himself. He says, "All right, got 9 of these ready to go. These are," and just keeps continuing to paint. Now, with these, all we gotta do is put them on the black market, and we can sell them to anyone for hundreds of gold each. That being said, we need to get the original first. Otherwise, people would know it's not the original. But if we can sell these as the original, we'll be golden. Just make sure they know it's stolen, okay?
Okay.
Fast forward to the present. You just, with your mouth just...
Hold it. Okay. There's been enough. Okay, we've hit some kind of quota. Just. You know what? I got an idea. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna grab him. Looking at him too hard.
Yeah.
Just by the scruff of the neck.
Done.
Okay, I'm gonna open the door. And I'm gonna shove him out.
Okay, you shove him out into the group of probably 20 or 30 people, including the small child that you wanted to eat. Now just holding his small bottom in his hand as you close the door. You guys can now rush over to the front, disconnect this area from the rest of the train, and now drive the train off into the distance. You successfully stolen the painting and have now successfully forged ahead. That was our game of Westbound. I hope you enjoyed that, and see you in the West.
Oh, good, you were recording.
Yes.